Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed for you an easy look using the Too Faced Sweet Peach collection, including the eyeshadow palette, the Papa Don't Peach blush, the glow kit, and the lip gloss. So if you're interested in how I achieved this look, keep on watching. So starting off, I'm priming my eyes with the Benefit Stay Don't Stray eyeshadow primer. You really want to make sure that there's an even coverage across your eyelid. Now taking the shade Peaches and Cream from the eyeshadow palette, I'm just going to spread this evenly across the lid, making sure that I have a nice base for the remaining shadows. With the shade Puree, I'm going to gently take that into the crease with a fluffy blending brush. I'm going for a really diffuse eyeshadow look, so I'm going to vigorously blend to make sure there's no harsh lines. You'll see that I use circular motions to really help blend the product. And on to the next eye. Next, I'm going in with the shade Summer Yum and blending that further into the crease with a smaller blending brush. This shade is one of my favorite shades from the palette. I really enjoy the deepness to it and the orange tone that it has. The color payoff is really nice without being too much. You'll see that I use more of a back and forth motion in the inner part of the crease to just help define that crease. And then when carrying that product out to the outer corner, I'll continue the circular motions previously used to help diffuse furthermore. Alright, so now I'm going back in with the shade Puree on top of Summer Yum using the initial blending brush that we previously used, just further blending in those two shades together, just ensuring that there's no harsh lines. So with the shade Charmed, I'm going to apply this deeper into my crease using a more small defined blending brush, just really focusing it in on the outer corner and the outer crease, further deepening that lid. Just going to add a little bit more into that outer corner. So like I said before, I really wanted this eyelid look to be really nice and diffused, just having like a smooth overall look to it. So I'm really focusing in on blending those lines, just making sure it's nice and even. Here I'm packing on the color Bellini across the lid, just really intensifying that pink and peach shade that it has. And I'd have to say, I really appreciate this color. I usually find it difficult to find a peach or a pink color that I really like since my skin tone already has peachy, pinky, orangey undertones, but this one has got to be one of my favorite pinks ever used. Okay, so here I'm going to smoke out the lower waterline just a bit using the same shades that we applied on the top lid. I'm going to apply them in the same order that we originally applied the top shades in, and just making sure that that gradation is really nice and pretty. So the darker the shade, the closer to the waterline I apply that shade. I really wanted the gradation to be darker, closer to the waterline, just making that smoky eye pop. Also, with the darkest shade, you'll see that I'm applying it further out in the corner, not really bringing it into the inner part of my eye, just really focusing it on the outer corners so that it widens the eye. So my Bellini wasn't popping enough. I'm taking another eyeshadow brush that I really like that's a little finer and thinner to help pack on that color onto the lid so that it brightens the eye just a bit more. Now for my favorite part, foundation and face. Yes! So I'm taking the shade Sun Bunny by Too Faced. It's just a bronzer, and applying that to the tops of my cheeks, the hollows of my forehead, around my forehead, just kind of darkening the face a bit. So if you're asking yourself why I'm not using the bronzer from the Glow Kit, then you obviously didn't watch my review and giveaway video linked below. So I'm just not that big of a fan of the bronzer that came in the Glow Kit. The pigment wasn't as strong, and I ended up having to use a bronzer on top of it previously, so I just skipped that step. Now I'm going in with Papa Don't Peach and applying that to the apples of my cheeks and further dragging it into the bronzer to just give it more of a natural transition. So I didn't like the bronzer, but honey, I love the blush and the highlight. So here I'm using the blush from the highlight kit and just putting that on top of the Papa Don't Peach. Just give it a little bit more of a pop and some more shimmer. Using the highlight from the Glow palette, I'm going to use a fluffy brush and apply the highlight to the bridge of my nose, the tops of my cheeks, and I'm going to bring it down to the apples of my cheeks just to give my cheeks a little bit more shimmer. Now I'm just going to add some to the temples of my forehead along the upper side of my eyebrow to give it a little bit more lift. And finally, I'm adding a little bit to the chin and Cupid's bow. I noticed there was something missing with my eyeshadow, so instead of using like a lighter shade, I decided to add more highlight. And after mascara, all we have left is to apply the lip. Dun 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 dun! Now we have Papa Don't Peach lip gloss, and it's one of my favorites from the line. If you didn't watch my review video, you won't know, but you would know that this is probably, I mean, a pretty close contender next to the eyeshadow palette. I just really love and appreciate this lip gloss. It's super hydrating, the pigment payoff is nice, and it's long wearing. I just love the way my lips feel after wearing the lip gloss all day, and it's just super easy. Alrighty, so now I'm setting my face with the Tatcha Illuminous Dewy Mist Spray to further set my makeup. It has more of a dewy finish, so I thought that it would be perfect for this look. And that's the completion of this look, guys. I really hope that you liked this video. If you did, obviously give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. Bye!